Dangal greetings
Greetings to
everyone.
everyone.
We are
We
the
are
group
the
team,
We
the
are
group team 7. And the
Group Team 7.
proponents of the group are
I am Rey Vincent Armenta.
I am Joshua D. Barcoma.
Baron Jul Elect.
I am Bingco Mariel Danica.
My name is Casabon.
My name is Dalwampo Edison.
My name is Joshua Dwane Durero.
I am John Frankie H. Espinosa.
I am Rioveros Justine Ken.
and I am Victoria Kenneth. And my name is Victoria Kenneth and my part is the project description. So our project description was located at and posted at Pinnacle using a PDF file, and the instruction of our project is design a simple Java Swing application that will demonstrate a simple pizza ordering system based on the following requirements. So in this instruction is we're going to create an Java Swing application with an GUI and functionalities, and we're ordered to make the class name into main as an instruction or requirements. So the output will be based on the button create order button. So that is the main almost the main function of the our on the project that assigned to us, and this is the example of the project that we need to make for. So as you can see here in the share screen that we need to make in a Java frame with a Java with a J panel on the J frame with with also with a bunch of radio buttons that contains the specific flavor and specific size, and checkboxes that contains specific add-ons of the pizza, and create order button, and lastly is an order summary that contains that mimics the receipt of the system. So this is other information of the project description is the idea is to allow the user to select a pizza size and select his or her choice of add-ons by default. So as I said in the project description, we need to make an functionalities of the JRadio buttons and JRadio buttons for pizza flavor and pizza size, and checkboxes of the add-ons of the for pizza that has some functionalities. And then when you first run the program, Hawaiian is the selected pizza and the small size is the default size selected. So the requirements is that the radio button for Hawaiian and the radio button for small size is set selected, or when the program is run, it must be the first or the default selected that can be shown in the interface. So then the next one is, and the prices for the pizza Hawaiian are displayed in the JLabel. So the default prices that can be seen as default is the 90 for small size and 110 for medium and 130 for the large size. So that three price ranges will be the default prices that can be shown as on the first run of the system. So and the next one is each time the user selects a pizza of flavor, the price displayed in the JLabel changes depending on the size referred to the table prices. So as per the instruction, once the user has picked a different flavors of the pizza, the prices on the JLabel prices will be changed depending on the pizza flavor that has been chosen by the user that aligned with the sizes of it. Then the next one instruction is selecting add-ons of choice will give additional amount of total order. So then the next one is we need to put an functionality for the add-ons where it will add an additional total of additional price for the total price that once the user has selected the different or how many that is been choices in the select add-ons part would be added to the total price. Then the other instruction is clicking the create order button will display the order summary in the JText area following the details shown in the sample screenshot. It is important to get the complete details of the order depending on the selection of the user, include the total price computed. So as for the instruction, we need to also to add the functionality that will shown in the JText area that it can be show the pizza flavor that has been chosen by the user and the pizza sizes also and the add-ons depending on how many that the user has been chosen, and lastly is the total price that is being computed based on the pizza flavor that and size and also the add-ons. So let's proceed on the project walkthrough. So I'm gonna change my share screen first. So the project walkthrough is our project walkthrough is in here. So this is the full interface of our program. As you can see, we have finally created the other defaults of the instruction has that has been said in the PDF, and that one is the create LAN radio buttons that depends on the flavor and sizes and the add-ons. So we have successfully do the requirements on setting the specific radio buttons that has been said in the instruction and the create order, and also on JText area as a default that we need to make in our system. We also have an additional functionalities on the system, and that is the clear order and other for the design. And we're going to present those part of code in the code source. And that's all.
In process of our pizza ordering system, radio button for pizza flavor, you can choose only one and select that. In the radio button pizza size, you can only choose one size and it depends on the price. And in the checkbox in add-ons, you can choose multiple
Sang baba?
and you can create
Pwede ko ba
order
ipunta niyan?
and 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 paste on order summary, and you can clear order and or create more new order.
I'm Casabon Daniel and I'm explaining about the imports and the private added component in the program. These imports are used in graphical user interface or GUI in Java Swing. The import java.awt.eventu provides access to the necessary threads for GUI development in Java. The next, the import java.awt.event provides the access to the event listener for monitoring Joy events such as clicking buttons and inputting text fields. This import helps you to interact with the buttons and the inputting text field with the user. The import java.swing.ui manager provides access to the tools that provides a user interface to Java Swing. The import javax.swing button group is used to group of JRadioButtons. The import Java Swing JFrame and import Java Swing.panel is used for generating window and GUI panel. This JFrame and JPanel is used to for get visible the mismong frame. The frame. The import Java Swing.border.empty border and the import Java Swing border.line border is used for setting the border of lines and components in the GUI. The import java.au.color is used for setting the color of GUI components. The import javax.swing.JRadioButton and import java.swing.JTextArea is used for creating text fields in RadioButtons. The import java.xawt.font is used for setting the fonts of text in the GUI. The import javax.swing.JLabel is used for creating labels in the GUI. The import java.swing.option pane is used for popping up message boxes in the GUI. This helps in the GUI panel and GUI frame to pop up in the windows. The import javax.checkbox is used for creating checkbox in the GUI. The import java.swing.jbutton is used for creating buttons in the UI. The import java.awt.toolkit is used for import Java Swing image. The import java.awt.x component and import Java X Swing constant is used for managing GUI components such as settings and alignment. And next, private. Private is a keyword for Java declares member access as private. That is, member is only visible within the class. The following will be private added components in the Java Swing, such as private JPanel content pane, private button group pizza flavor, private button group pizza sizes, private JTextArea text ordinary summary, private JLabel LBL small price, private JLabel LBL medium price, private JLabel LBL large price, private JLabel LBL select size, private JPanel add-on, private bottom BT and create order, private JLabel LBL selects add-on, private JBox extra cheese, private JBox CHK green peppers, private JCheckBox CH black olives, private JCheckBox CHK onion, private JCheckBox CHK pepper, private JRadioButton RDO large, private RadioButton RDO medium, private JRadioButton RDO small, private JPanel sizes, private JLabel LBL select flavor, private JRadioButton RDO pepperoni, private RadioButton RDO ham and cheese, private RadioButton RDO Hawaiian, private JPanel flavor, private JLabel LBL original summary, private JButton BT and clear order, private JLabel LBL pizza BG, private JLabel LBL title, and last, private JLabel LBL thank you. Thank you, that's all.
I'm Joshua D. Barcoma and I will present main method public main method. This code block represents the starting point of the program execution. The main method is the entry point for the program, and it is responsible for setting up and look and feel of the user interface by using UI manager class. In this particular case, the aluminum aluminum look and feel is a set as the look and feel for the program. The event queue method is used to manage user events and ensure that they are executed in a separate thread. This is important because any user interface event handling should not occur in the main thread, as it could cause the program become unresponsive. And the try catch block is used to catch any exception that may occur during the execution of the program. If an exception is caught, J option pane dialog box is displayed to notify the user of the error. And the last one is the invoke later method is used to create a new thread to run the program. It creates an object of the main class and sets it to be visible to the user. This allows the user to interact with the program and perform action based on the user interface. And that's all. Thank you.
Hello, the name is Jul Elect G and this part is a constructor method for main class that sets up the design for the JFrame window, and this sets various properties such as we can see here in the code. We set the foreground color, the background color, icon image, the font, and the title, which says pizza ordering system. And this part also sets the default close operation of the JFrame to do nothing, which means that when the user tries to close the window, nothing will happen. So we added a window listener for the window closing event. So when the user tries to close the window, a dialog that says, "Are you sure you want to exit the program?" will appear and ask for the user's confirmation whether they want to exit the program or not. There is a yes or no option, and the last part is used to set the position and the size of the JFrame. And now we will try to show you the dialog that appears when we try to close the program. Now let's take a look at what will happen when we try to close the program. As you can see here, and thank you.
After the explanation of Baron, next are we are adding a J panel with the name of content pane. This serves as the inner panel of the window application. After adding a inner panel, we're gonna add another J panel with the name of P flavor, as it serves as the panel of the for the radio buttons for pizza flavors, which is Hawaiian, for example. After that, we're gonna add a radio button RDO Hawaiian with the name of Hawaiian. After that, a mouse listener will be added, which is used for when mouse the mouse has entered the JRadio button, it will change the color, and after the mouse exited the radio button, it will set back as default color. After that, an add action listener will perform after choosing the Hawaiian. A label small price set text will add 90 pesos. A label medium price set text will add 110. Label large price set text 130. After the Hawaiian, RDO ham cheese, another new flavor, which is RDO ham cheese, with the same mouse listener and an different action in price, which is LBL small price set text 110 and LBL medium price set text 130, LBL large price set text 150. After the ham and cheese, another flavor, which is RDO pepperoni with the name of pepperoni radio buttons, with the same mouse listener, with different prices in small medium large price, which is 130 in small, 150 in medium, and large is 170. After the pepperoni, and another flavor which is after that, uh, adding a label to put above the J panel P flavor. After the flavor pepperoni, we're gonna add another JLabel button to put label above the J panel P flavor to identify the process uh, with the name of select flavor. After that, we're gonna create a button group for the 3 radio buttons inside the J panel P flavor, so the only one of the 3 radio button will be allowed to be chosen. Pizza flavor, name of RDO Hawaiian, ham and cheese, and pepperoni. This is the group group button. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Dwane Durero. Here I am to explain a new radio button will be added with the names of the small, medium, and large size, and another mouse listener is added in to end if the user deselected one size. It will add the price of it that will be. This code This code create a new JRadioButtons button object with the label small size and sets foreground color the black and background the color light brown color. It also set the dialog with the bold styles and size of 11. The bound of the radio button is are set to set, which means the radio button will be positioned at the x equals 6, y equals 7 on the panel with the width of 106 pixels and the height is 26 pixels. The radio button, it is added to container called size using the add method. Additional, the code add the mouse listener to the radio button that change the background color to a lighter shades and brown when the mouse enter the radio button bounce and reverts it back the original color when the mouse exit. Finally, the code set radio buttons to be selected by the default. The action that perform the method for the radio buttons MPD is nothing will happen with the radio button is clicked. Create 2 or more radio button object to are the medium and the other large are the medium as the level of medium size, and it is a background color is the same light brown color as are the small. It is on the set dialog with the bold style, and the size of the 11 is bound are set to 633 10623, which means it will be positioned directly below the RD small with the same width and high. Like RD small, RD medium, also the mouse listener. The change the background color lighter shade of the brown when the mouse enter the reverts to the original color with the mouse exit is action performance method is also impeded. The RD medium is the added with the container size using the add method. RD large, it is the label large size. It is a background color font. The also set the same value of the RD small and RD medium. However, its bound are not in the code snippet. The large RD large, it does not have the mouse listener or action performance method defined in this code snippet, and it's not being added to any container yet. The code snippet appears to the part of graphical user interface for pizza. Audience is standard written. The code create a group of radio buttons for selecting pizza size with the opinions for the small, medium, and large pizza. It also set the default selected size to be large. Additionally, the code creates labels to display the price small and medium pizza and set the font, the position, the labels. These labels are added to the panel containing the radio buttons, which suggest they are meant to be displayed together with the size option to give the user an idea of the cost of associated which is size. This code set up the basic structure of the pizza. This code continue the set of the graphical user interface for pizza ordering system. And create two additional label to display the price of the medium and large pizzas, similar to the label created for the small pizza. The previous code snippet, the position and font of the labels are also set they are added to panel containing the radio buttons for pizza size. The code also create a new level that select size with appears the heading the pizza size option. The label give custom font the color, weight likely positioned separately from the radio buttons priceless, leaving possibly the top of the panel a separate panel together. This code for their hands to pizza ordering. This position the label create the previous code snippet select the size at the coordinate 31143 on the content pane. This the label will likely appear the above to panel contain the pizza size option. The code also create a panel called pad on with the black liner and the background color of RGB 200 by 163, which is the shade of the brown. This panel, the position and the coordinates 301 to 393 on the content pane and the size of 200 by 139 pixels that lay out the panel is set the null. Panel is set the null, which means that components added the panel will not be automatically position size of the layer manager. This could set up the new panel for adding pizza toppings or adding odds, which will likely to position below the panel contain the pizza size option. The use to null layout for the panel suggests the components added it will be manually positioned and size using absolute coordinates. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am Edison Dalwampo and I am here to explain to you how to declare the jail panel and what is used for the add-ons. For the add-ons, we use the J panel to encapsulate all the components of the J checkbox so that you can select a multiple add-ons that you want in your drinks. Since the J checkbox is not a button, and for the declaration of add-ons, we use the set tooltip text to declare the price of the specific add-ons. And for its backgrounds, we use the set backgrounds. And using the set fonts, we can declare the specific text fonts of the checkbox.
Hi, my name is Rioveros Justine Ken, and now I am discussing this part of code which is the creating the J button for create order. Now, the mouse listener is used to change the background color of the button when the mouse enters and exits its bound. Then, the action listener is used to handle the event of the button being clicked. It declares and initializes several variables, and it uses a series of if-else statements to determine the selected option of the user and set the respective values to the variables. The if-else statement was structured with the first three test conditions, which is Hawaiian flavor and its sizes, and the fourth, fifth, and sixth else if condition is for ham and cheese and its sizes, and the seventh, eighth, and ninth condition is for pepperoni and its sizes. For example, when we look at the user interface, the radio button of Hawaiian flavor and large size was selected at the user interface. Hawaiian and large size was selected user interface. Then, balik naman po tayo sa code. The third else if statement will meet the condition because the condition is if the RDO Hawaiian is selected and RDO large is selected, then the condition will be true. Then proceed to the statements if the test condition is true. which is storing the specific value to their respective variables. Another set of if statements is used to identify the selected add-ons of the user and their respective prices, and it's only if statement because the checkboxes are not in a button group. If the specific checkbox is selected, then it will meet its condition and proceed to the statement waiting to be executed, which is storing and adding the possible add-ons and possible prices. For example, when we look at the user interface, the pepper and onion was selected at the user interface. Then when we look at the code, the first and second if statement will met the condition at the set of if statements. Now, their specific executed statement contains storing the possible prices and storing the concatenated text to their respective variables. Now, the prices of the selected pizza and add-ons are then added to calculate the total price. By adding the pizza price and add-ons price together. After that, the order summary is then appends and concatenates a summary of the order to a JTextArea on the user interface. Now when we look at the user interface, if we click the create order, it will present the summary of the selections. Now, the button is disabled to prevent multiple orders. And lastly, a level is set to display thank you message for the user for placing the order. That's all for creating the order, the function of creating the order. Thank you.
I am Rey Vincent Armenta. I will be discussing our order summary. We first or we first declared text order summary. This creates a new JTextArea object. Then we declared LBL order summary. This creates a new JLabel object with a text order summary. Then we next then the next is we declared B10 clear order with a text clear order. Then next is we declared BTN clear order add mouse listener to change the background when the mouse hovers above it. Hovers on it. Then next we declared BTN clear order that add action listener this adds a mouse listener to the button that changes background color when the this adds an action listener to the button that clears the JTextArea object, enables the create order button, and clear a JLabel object when the user clicks the button. With content paint add BTN clear order. This lead This line adds a button labeled clear order to the content paint. Presumably, clicking this button will clear any previous selection made by the user. LBL Pizza BG This line creates a new label component called LBL Pizza BG with no initial text. LBL Pizza BG that set horizontal alignment. This line sets horizontal alignment of the label to center. We also declared LBL title. This line creates a new label component called LBL title with no initial text. We also declared LBL thank you. This line creates a new label component called LBL thank you with no initial text. Content pane add LBL thank you. This line adds the LBL thank you label component to the content pane. Overall, this code is adding three label components to the content pane of a GUI window or panel, each with its own position, size, and icon or font settings. It is also adding a button label here order to the content pane.